Hey boys and girls, today we're going to review the Exotic Speed Tuning Catback exhaust for the GR hatchback WRX and STI chassis. Exotic Speed Tuning. We gotta work on that name. Alright, now that we know how it sounds from the outside, let's take a look at how it sounds on the inside. I think that's probably the most important part of an exhaust. You know, you can have the best sounding exhaust for everybody on the sidewalk, but who cares if the person that's driving the car, which most likely paid for the exhaust, can't enjoy it because they don't like the exhaust note. So yeah, let's go for a little trip. I figured, what's the best test of an exhaust than to go out for an errand here on a extremely weird Sunday morning here, or actually Sunday afternoon. It's actually quite warm, and it's January 5th or 6th or something. It's just weird weather. Anyway, so my train of thought on this is, if you can live with this exhaust by going out and doing some mundane task, an errand on a Sunday afternoon, which mine, by the way, is going to go and grab a brand new shower liner. Living the friggin' high life. Anyway, if you can live with an exhaust in that kind of situation where you just have to go get something at the store, if you can live with it and still enjoy the sound, I think you guys have yourself a winner. So once again, here we are testing out the Exotic Speed, Jesus, that name, the Exotic Speed Catback exhaust for the Subaru WRX and STI. So here is first gear, now second gear, about 2,000 RPM, which you're probably going to be using for, you know, most neighborhoods and such. So not bad, not overly loud. I don't really have to raise my voice or anything like that. Just a nice, easygoing exhaust. Much louder than stock. Stock, you can hardly even hear it. Just something to kind of wake up the engine a little bit. Now, while we're going to get into an area where I can actually put the hammer down a little bit, let's talk a little bit about the fit and finish of the exhaust. It's not bad, really. Not at all. Not what I expected by such a weird company name as Exotic Speed Tuning or whatever the hell it is. I thought the fit and finish was great. I think the hangers are a little bit too tight to the exhaust, so the exhaust sits a little high. But it's okay. You can just get, you know, extended exhaust hangers and you're in business. Plus, it's nice that it has that function so you can adjust it more. If the exhaust hung too low, then at that point you kind of have issues. There's not much you can do to bring it back up except for taking it to, you know, the exhaust shop and having them re-weld the hangers. Nobody wants to do that. Other than that, the design of the exhaust itself is actually quite unique. Most hatchback exhausts, they just have this big old muffler at the end, straight piping all the way to the cats, and then just have two, sides, ports, I guess you could say, that go straight to the tips, out the bumper. But this one is actually a little strange. It comes out of the cats, it goes through a Y, and then it forms two individual pipes that go into two individual small mufflers that then exit out each respective side. And I really gotta say, it's quite beautiful for an exhaust made for WRX. I know these cars are not world-class luxury vehicles or anything like that. They're just small, economical commuter cars. In reality, that's what they are. Well, at least in marketing purposes. Now, in the real world, they've taken on a little bit of a life of their own, where they're more performance-oriented cars. They're not slow by any means. They're actually quite quick, and there's lots of stuff that you can do to them. So, but usually that kind of stigma carries around in the automotive, field, I guess you could say, or in the aftermarket field. It carries around a stigma where, like, all right, these guys just want sound. Let's not overly engineer it. Let's just produce it and get out of the way. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that mindset that manufacturers have for these kind of cars. They just want something simple and then roll it out. So when you know that, it does make it quite interesting that exotic speed tuning would take so much time. Holy fucking Paul. It's very odd that exotic speed tuning would take so much time and dedication into at first engineering and then manufacturing such a unique looking exhaust for these kind of cars. The way that it looks, it almost looks like an exhaust that you'd get for an M3, like an E90X or E9X M3. So that to me was very, very surprising. Again, nothing wrong with that, but I definitely appreciate the extra effort by Exotic Speed Tuning. So we're almost at the store here. Actually, I guess I could take you guys on a bit of a trip here. Alright, so here we are on the street, major street. Again, not raising my voice or anything. What's up, Subi? Subi wave, gotta love that. Another perk of having these cars. Alright, Honda Accord, I almost hit you there. Sweet, awesome. Alright, so now we're gonna take you on the freeway so you can see how it's like there. And I guess more than just taking it to go get errands, this is probably going to be a better test for the exhaust. If you can actually use it while commuting to work, I think you guys have yourself a winner. I'm not sure you can see the STI. Oh, this stupid truck. Lame. Alright, so here's going to be another test. Commuting. Commuting is something that a lot of people, when they're looking for a new exhaust, don't really think about. But I think it's something that's going to help keep the exhaust in your possession. If it's too loud, you're not going to enjoy it, just because who wants a headache before they get to work? And if it's too quiet, why even get an exhaust? So let's see how it sounds out here. And there's 80. Now we're commuting on the freeway. I did have to raise my voice a little bit just because of road noise and things like that, but other than that, not too bad. I could carry on a conversation with my passenger here. Not bad at all. Totally livable exhaust. I'll let you enjoy it for a couple seconds here. I can imagine that you're probably hearing mostly the road noise, but other than that, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Oh my god, that is a stupid TC. Good god. Alright, here we are again at the freeway on-ramp. See how it sounds? Some may say I take on-ramps a little bit too aggressively, but just 40 miles per hour. Alright, power time. See? Perfectly fine. Now, if I could compare it to any of the other exhausts that I've had, which the only other one is the MagnaFlow Catback, it's a little bit more loud, or a little bit louder. Grammar. A little bit louder than that particular exhaust, but still nothing like, let's say, an NVIDIA N1 Race, which is practically a straight pipe, or those straight pipe catbacks. Sorry, the word is kind of escaping me right now. The nameless exhaust, that's it. The nameless exhausts are just basically straight pipes. You know, nothing wrong with that, but man, they are crazy loud. So much so that you can't even hear yourself while you're driving. So that's definitely not the way that I chose to go. I wanted something a little bit more adult, I guess you could say. Responsible adult. So that's what I chose. I chose the MagnaFlow and it worked great, but you know, somebody offered me a really good price for it, so I thought, okay, might as well get rid of it. But now, and then a little bit later on, I saw this one come up on the forum, so I bought it used. I didn't buy it new, mind you. And I got it for pretty much a steal. And so far, I've been very happy with it. Not only is it very pretty, if you look at the underside of the car, I mean, how many people actually do that? But if you actually take a look at underneath the car, and then you hear it, I mean, it's just a beautiful exhaust, and you really can't go wrong with it. I would never buy it retail. I'll show a screenshot here of their webpage. Yikes. I would never buy it retail, but you know, that's if you can find one secondhand, it's absolutely 1000% worth the buy. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, I'm almost to my destination here, so if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all about the exhaust, feel free to comment down below. I'll try to get back in touch with you guys and answer any questions. As always, if you like what I do, feel free to hit the like button, share with your friends. If you think I'm an idiot and want to point that out to your friends, hey, go ahead and share it. It's a free country. But once again, thanks you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Definitely check out this exhaust if you have this chassis. I don't think you'll regret it. I think you'll actually like it quite a bit. You're not going to grow tired of this car at all, in my opinion, or this exhaust, in my opinion. But to each their own. Some people like it loud. I like it headacheless. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.